If you're thinking about moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but you're not sure if the big city is for you, today, Brandon and I, we're going to take you on a tour of a town called Harvest. It is located in the Argyle, Northlake area of North Texas.
It's a master planned community with 2 swimming pools, 2 dog parks, miles of walking trails. It's got 2 fitness centers. It's got a catch and release fishing pond, all the things that you really want in a neighborhood, in a community, but everything is walking distance. Everything is close. You don't have to leave your neighborhood to go to the gym. You can take a walk. There's even a coffee shop in a 100-year-old farmhouse in this neighborhood.
So awesome. And if you'll hang around to the end, we'll go back to my office where I will take you on a short map tour, and I'll show you where this community of Harvest is in relationship to Dallas and Fort Worth. Okay, so the houses in this neighborhood range anywhere from in the 300s. Now, those are going to be townhomes. There are townhomes in this neighborhood. So those are going to start in your, I'd say low to mid 300s. And then for single-family homes, there are just a few that might be right under 400. But to be on the safe side, I'd say they start around 400 and go up to $1 million. This home right here is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home. It's about 4,000 square feet. Big house here. It's $685, so that puts it around $170 a square foot, built in 2015. A lot of homes in this neighborhood are going to be 2-story because, you know, when you want a house that's 3,000 plus square feet, more than likely you're going to need to put it in a 2-story home. The schools here are actually 2 school zones. You've got Argyle ISD, and then you have Northwest ISD. And you can go to niche.com or greatschools.org to look at the ratings and things like that. They are known to be great school districts. One thing you really want to be careful about is when you're wanting to live in a specific neighborhood because of the school, you really need to make sure that the house you're purchasing is in the school zone that you want it to be in. Don't just go off what it says on MLS. You really need to look at the map, look at the school zones, even call. We know of one client that in this neighborhood, I believe, was in contract on a home thinking it was in one school district and it was in another. So if that's that important to you, really make sure that you research that before you purchase the home. This is what's called the front porch. It's a large pavilion. This one is for adults, children, and families. There is a stage behind me where they can have live music. You've got a lot of picnic tables. Over here, there is a fire pit. So, you know, when fall rolls around, about maybe October, that would be an awesome place to bring your family, your friends, and have some s'mores. Right behind me is Argyle West Elementary School. I do know that there is one more elementary school coming. I'm not sure about the date on that, but the Argyle West Elementary School is actually in the neighborhood.
Behind me, we have the Fit Barn. The Fit Barn is a gym facility that's got all the weights, and it's got the equipment that you need to get yourself nice and fit. It's also got a swimming pool. They've got basketball. They've got outdoor volleyball. All kinds of the good things to help you get fit. And as I turn back around and we look through the front porch, you can see behind me, that is Central Park. It is 1.5 miles of walking trails and green space right in the middle of the Harvest community.
All right, the house we are coming up on now is in the little bit higher price range. This house is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It is about 3,000 square feet, just under that, listed at $710.
And it has a pool.
It has a pool. So that puts it at $241 a square foot. And I just showed you a house that was $170 a square foot. So you can see the value that pools are bringing to homes, especially now, much more so than they were back in the day when you could get a pool seriously with a hot tub for $35,000. I mean, back in 2006, we had a pool put in, and that's what it cost, $35,000 for hot tub, the decking, everything. So pools these days, they're going to start $88,000, $100,000. So trying to find a house at the pool, if that's a big deal to you and you don't want to spend the $150,000 in addition to your home, this is the way to go. Finding a home with a pool, being patient. These homes tend to go a little bit more quickly off the market because of that. I think pools are awesome. I think they're wonderful. Do you get all your money back from it? No. But if you're in the house long enough, everybody gets to enjoy it.
And everybody wants a friend that has a pool.
That's true. You can be that friend. So just like the neighborhood and Pecan Square that I did a video on, or that we did a video on, whether you buy in at $400,000 or $1 million, you still get the fit barn, you still get the event center, you still get the pools, the volleyball courts, the basketball courts, and you still get all the amenities that everybody else gets. And I just love neighborhoods like this where the budget is very diverse, because a budget of $400,000 and even $600,000 to $8 to $1 million, those are very different budgets. So this neighborhood offers a wide variety of people, and I think that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. And the convenience of the location of Harvest is amazing. Literally just down the street, you've got Texas Motor Speedway. If you love NASCAR, you love Indy races, that's going to happen. Alliance Airport's just down the road. DFW International Airport, which is one of the best airports because you don't have to airport hop to get to a lot of places.
That's true.
Which is a big bonus. You're 30, 40 minutes from DFW. You're also 20 minutes from the stockyards in Fort Worth. And if you don't know about the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, you need to look it up.
Super fun. That's where every year the Texas OU game is played. And I know you've not the Texas OU game?
No.
Oh.
Texas OU is played at the Cotton Bowl at Fair Park in Dallas, not in Fort Worth.
Okay, well, don't listen to me. I don't know what I was thinking. That's right, the state fair. Well, whatever. That's fun too.
That's another bonus is the Texas State Fair, which typically is in October. It's cooler. They have the Texas OU. They have giant turkey legs. They have fried everything.
Fried Oreos.
Fried Dr. Pepper.
Seriously.
Name it, they fry it.
Yeah, and it's another fun family event, and it runs for 2 weeks, maybe
about 3 weeks.
And I know if you're in Denton, I'm not sure about here, but you can take the A train, right, all the way to the state fair. There's some areas around here where you can take the what's it called?
I don't know enough about the A train.
Okay, well I did it.
Speak on the A train.
Well, I did it last year. We did it with some other agents.
You could take the A train to Dallas, but not to Fort Worth.
Right. To the state fair. Yes. Yes. One thing that I think is so unique about this neighborhood is this farmhouse. It's actually Farmhouse Coffee and Treasures. It is actually open to the public. You don't have to be a resident in order to come in here and have coffee. But what is really unique about this farmhouse, it's at least 100 years old. It is an original farmhouse. So I love that they kept this part of the neighborhood. There's a lot of rich history here. I think there might be some lawn mowing going on behind me, so I hope you can hear me. But now we're about to walk up on another really cool feature of Harvest, and why it's named Harvest is the whole point of this neighborhood. So Harvest is considered an agrihood. So basically what that means is it still is commercial farmland. It is operated by a farmer, but you as a resident who lives here, you get to farm your own produce as much or as little as you like. So here is some of that behind me. You can see all the greenhouses behind me. But all this property you see, and this is many, 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 many acres out here, was purchased back in 1877 for about $6 an acre. And it was farmed for 5 generations. And like I said, that house behind me is an original farmhouse from one of the families that farmed out in this area. Like I said, it's an agrihood. You don't have to grow produce out here, but you can. So it's a very, very distinct type of master planned community, very different from one that's right across the street called Pecan Square, which we've got a video on that. They're both built by the same builders or developer. They're both the same developer, but they have a different vibe. They're both very community oriented, but this one, its focus is on the agriculture, the farming, the produce, and things like that. All right, so we're actually standing here in what they call Central Park, which is a 1.5 miles of just green space, walking trails, and things like that. There is another house right behind me, and this one is how big?
It is about 3,400 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a pool again.
Yep, got a
with
pool.
A beautiful covered cabana, a nice outdoor meeting or outdoor hangout space with your family and friends.
Yep. I think that, this one's listed at $874, so that puts you at $261 a square foot. So that's definitely higher per square foot than the other ones we've shown you. There's going to be other things that are taken into consideration. We don't know, in this house what the finish outs are. Any upgrades, even though these houses are, fairly new, 2014, 2015, 2016. That's a new house still. So there's other things to consider. Also, the location inside this neighborhood. I will say this street is prime location. Because, like I said, there's the green space behind us. There is just a little hangout spot behind us that has a pavilion. It's got picnic tables. You can walk over to the coffee shop. You could walk to the pools. You could walk back over to a fitness center. So location is going to make a little bit of a difference when it comes to price per square foot in this neighborhood as well. All right, so let's take just a really quick map tour of Harvest so you can see where it is in relation to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all so we can see that. And this is on their website as well. They have a really good website that goes over a lot of the amenities or all the amenities and things like that. And this map is on there too. So, okay, I'm going to move myself. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm going to move myself just a little bit. Okay, so here we are. Here's the Harvest by Hillwood community right here. Okay. As you can see, it's right off I-35 West, which I-35 West takes you to Fort Worth. So I-35W right here takes you straight to Fort Worth. And then you've got I-35W, or I'm sorry, East, and here's Dallas. So you can see where you are here, and then in relation to, I cannot get it right, in relation to Fort Worth and Dallas, it's obviously going to be closer to Fort Worth. And as Brandon mentioned, there's things like the Fort Worth Stockyards that are really fun to go to. Downtown Fort Worth is a really cool place to go to. Very different from Dallas. They have 2 totally different vibes, very different cultures. You got to visit both because they're really just awesome. I love going to downtown Fort Worth, and you see more of that country ranch type feel. No, Texas is not full of horses. I know a lot of people think that because there is a lot of land that's undeveloped, but you'll definitely see that a lot in Fort Worth. It's old, but it's really fun to go to downtown Fort Worth and see everything. Same thing with Dallas. Lots of places to explore. Another little hidden gem, which I have several videos on, is this little town right here called Denton. Denton is about as far north as you can go in this area in North Texas before you hit Oklahoma. So these towns right here are really small. But Denton has about 140,000 people. So if you're here at Harvest and you kind of want to go to a really cool hip place, the Denton Downtown Square is your place to go. There's a lot of one-off restaurants there, a lot of cool brew pubs, things like that. Because one thing that you're not going to find in the Harvest neighborhood or
really in Northlake, because here's where Harvest is, Northlake, and Argyle's over here. So you've got both schools. You're not going to find a lot of restaurants. So that's one thing that it does not have. So all you do is you just get over here on 407, you hit Argyle. You've got a few places. Argyle is a very small town still, which is great because not every town needs to be big. But once you hit like Bartonville, you've got places like Marty B's. There's Mexican restaurants. Even further down the road, you hit Highland Village and Flower Mound, and you've got Target, Walmart, the shops at Highland Village, lots of boutiques, lots of shopping there. A Whole Foods, Kroger is a really nice Kroger grocery store. I'm not sure what kind of grocery stores you have, wherever you're looking at this video from, but here Kroger's really popular. If HEB is your thing, if you're in South Texas, we don't have HEB quite yet. There is one in Frisco, and there is one, I believe, coming to this area. And I've heard they're fabulous. I have been in them before, but we're just not quite there yet. There are a lot of great restaurants right here off 407. Gloria's is one of our personal favorites that we love to go to. It's a Latin cuisine. Honestly, for us, every margarita is judged against the Gloria's margarita. So we think they're terrific. A few other things about Harvest that I failed to mention is there is still a lot of new construction going on. There are homes that are ready for you to move into, and then there are homes that they're still, you can still go in and help decide what design, or pick a design package, go to the design center and pick things out. So still a lot of new construction. Those houses, they're still ranging. I saw one today for like $397. But really, let's just be safe and say around 400. And then you got 450, 500, up to $1 million. So I did fail to mention that there's still new construction going on, right down the street, literally in the community, pretty much. It's the Northlake Town Center. Actually, it's Northlake Commons. I said that wrong. So yeah, so there is a Mexican restaurant there, sushi. There's places to do your nails, place to take your dog for grooming, dentists. There's a lot of things that you might need. I think there's like a little urgent care, so there are some things in this little shopping strip, but not a lot. It is being built up though. And then right down here, at the corner of I-35 and 407, right here where it says Coral City, a really good liquor store, actually. It's a gas station, but it's a really nice liquor store. Also in the neighborhood of Harvest, there's the police station is right there, and the fire station is right there as well. So, it's just really a great community to live in. If you're wanting to be in a neighborhood where there's always things to do, they have an event planner. So there's always going to be events going on, where you don't need to put in a pool because you've already got 2 pools, where the schools are right there, where there's a coffee shop, there's a workspace, there's fitness centers, there's community areas, pavilions, places where you can host things for your family. There's, like I said, there's even that catering kitchen. There's so much to offer. So if that's what you're looking for, then this is the place for you. There's also a neighborhood right across the street called Pecan Square, and I have a video on that one. It offers many of the same amenities, just has a little bit of a different feel to it. The houses are a little bit different, so definitely, take a look at both. But what I love about this location is it feels like it's really far out, depending where you're from. If you're from, New York or something, this is going to feel far for you. But it's not at all, because you, first of all, have so many amenities in the neighborhood where you don't have to leave. But it's just right there at the highway. So driving in this area is not as congested as it is in downtown Dallas or downtown Fort Worth. So a lot of pluses when it comes to living in a master plan community. And we have people just like you who reach out to us all the time looking to make a move to the North Texas area, and we absolutely love it. So if that's you and you're looking to move in 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months, you can give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information should be in the description below. And I've got other videos. I've got a lot of videos on Denton, some other videos to check out all about North Texas. So if this is your first time to our channel, make sure you like, subscribe, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know everything there is to know about living in the North Texas area. and I'll see you on the next one.